Star Wars Battlefront 2's updates are coming to an end. Hey everyone, it's Andrew. And when I woke up this morning, I wasn't expecting to be making this video. EA just announced that the Battlefront Scarif update will be the final update for Battlefront 2. After over 2 years of free content, Battlefront 2 is now complete, which I think has come as a shock to a lot of players and fans. I was certainly shocked, and this is probably also sad news for a lot of the developers who are so passionate about this game. So what are we getting in this final Battlefront 2 update? Will there be a Star Wars Battlefront 3? And what does the future hold for Star Wars gaming? That's what I'm going to look at now. Battlefront 2's creative director, Dennis Brandvall, the man, the myth, the legend, posted an announcement on EA's Battlefront 2 website. After 2+ years of free content, the vision for Star Wars Battlefront 2 is now complete. For more than 2 years, the team has deployed 25 free updates that have shaped and expanded Battlefront 2 into something truly special for Star Wars fans. The battle on Scarif accentuates the breadth of Star Wars Battlefront 2, which now includes content inspired by all Star Wars theatrical releases. And this is truly impressive. There's now content from every single Star Wars film in Battlefront 2. All 9 films from the Skywalker saga, Solo, A Star Wars Story, and now Rogue One with the Battle of Scarif. Since launch, we've brought new content in the form of free updates to the entire player base, delivering immersive Star Wars battles you can play solo, with friends, and against others across the entire Skywalker saga. This vision will now be realized as we complete our return to the Age of the Rebellion. But what's happening after this final Scarif update? Where will the game be after this? Dennis went on to say, looking beyond April, we're transitioning to a phase where the servers, in-game challenges, recurring events such as Double XP and more, and game support will carry this broad and rich Star Wars gaming experience into the future. This means that we're moving away from delivering regular content updates. As the game lives on with the players in our community, we're looking forward to hearing your stories for years to come. This doesn't say too much about the future of Star Wars games, but it does imply that Battlefront 2 is still going to be playable for years to come. This new Scarif update also comes with a new offline game mode, which I'll get into in a bit. Developing characters, worlds, and experiences set in this amazing galaxy that is Star Wars is an honor, and it has continued to be a remarkable, challenging, and ultimately rewarding journey for the entire team. Knowing that we have a passionate community of millions of players and Star Wars fans just like ourselves along on the ride is the greatest inspiration we could ever have. I'm really proud of what we've accomplished and continue to accomplish together. May the Force be with you, Dennis Brandvall, on behalf of the Star Wars Battlefront 2 team. So there it is, guys, the end of Battlefront 2's updates. But one of the saddest things to come out of this is that Dennis is also leaving Star Wars game development altogether. He posted on Twitter, "For the past 6 years, I've had the privilege of working on Star Wars Battlefront. As any good story, it's been filled with highs and lows. Sharing this journey with not only our wonderful dev team and my great friends at Lucasfilm, but also my 2 boys have been the most amazing adventures. Today, I'm moving on from working on Star Wars. Turning this franchise around has been the most meaningful work I've ever done, and working in a galaxy far, far away has truly been the adventure of a lifetime. Farewell, and may the Force be with you, always." Dennis has been instrumental in leading both Battlefront 1 and 2's development, from working on the classic game mode Walker Assault to the resurgence of Battlefront 2 and presenting the Clone Wars on stage at EA Play 2018. He was a huge reason behind why the game rose from the ashes and became so memorable. I think Dennis will be truly missed in Star Wars game development, but good luck to him for the future. He hasn't announced yet if he's staying at DICE or what he's doing next, but I want to wish him all the best of luck. In 5 words, what's the best part of your job?
Making Star Wars stuff awesome.
So where to now for Battlefront 2? Well, this isn't all bad news. The Scarif update is another gigantic content drop. It comes with a new map, which is being added to co-op, supremacy, and instant action, heroes vs villains, and hero showdown. And with Scarif, we're also getting the Shore Trooper and Rebel Pathfinder appearances. Great seeing the Shore Troopers added to the game. Scarif surely wouldn't be complete without them. The Age of Rebellion maps are also being added to Supremacy and Instant Action with Scarif, Hoth, Death Star 2, Tatooine, and Yavin 4. And the Age of Rebellion Supremacy won't feature the second phase in the capital ships like the other eras. Doesn't really make sense having a battle on the Death Star, then flying off to a capital ship. So instead, starfighters will be available on some of these maps, which I think is a really good change up. Sometimes forget this game even has starfighters. It's good to see them returning. The update also introduces a new offline single-player game mode called Instant Action Missions, which is basically just co-op, but instead of playing with 3 other real humans, those players are replaced with AI, so you can truly play co-op by yourself. And on top of all this, the Scarif update also comes with several new hero appearances, 2 new Rey skins, one with her hood up, and a Rey Skywalker appearance with the yellow lightsaber. Kylo Ren also has a new hooded appearance, and Emperor Palpatine gets his Rise of Skywalker robes. But the best new appearance, one I think we've all been waiting for, is this one here, Darth Maul's Old Master appearance, inspired by Star Wars Rebels. He has robotic legs, his Crimson Dawn lightsaber, and to unlock this appearance, you need to defeat 5,000 enemies as Darth Maul. It's definitely going to take me a while, but will keep me playing just to unlock this because, come on, it's Darth Maul with robot legs. Another interesting change, Darth Maul and Yoda are now playable heroes in the Age of Rebellion era maps in Supremacy, Instant Action, and Co-op. And Emperor Palpatine and Chewbacca are now playable in the Age of Resistance. This definitely mixes things up a bit and introduces more heroes to these eras, but I'm happy about this change. They appear in these eras in the film, so should be playable here as well. It's great they've actioned that. And a couple other things, Crate is now playable in Heroes vs Villains, and the MC-85 Star Cruiser and Resurgent class Star Destroyer maps are now available in co-op, which has also been retitled as Co-op Missions. I'll also be covering lots of this new content on the channel over the next few weeks, including Scarif and everything else, so stick around for that. So what does the future hold for Battlefront gaming? Well, it looks as though EA and DICE are looking towards the next gen of consoles, the PS5 and Xbox Series X. I think it's clear now that Battlefront 2 won't be moving on to the next gen, which, to be honest, is something I'm kind of surprised about. Battlefront 2 is such a big game now, it's huge. With the amount of content that's been added to this game over the past 2 years, I don't really see how DICE will be able to build a Battlefront 3 unless it features lots of pre-made, pre-existing content from Battlefront 2, or does something so incredibly different or spectacular that looks at Battlefront from a new angle. Over the past 2 years, Battlefront 2 has become such a complete Star Wars gaming experience, with so much dev time put into it that I feel if a new game were to be released, it may end up feeling empty. Remember, the Battlefront we have now is the culmination of over 4 years of development time. It features content from all Star Wars films, and there's actually a page on the Battlefront 2 website you can go to which shows the roadmap of this game, and going back and scrolling through this, remembering each update is really impressive. There's so much here. Really something for the devs to be proud of. It's clear that in 2020, development on Battlefront 2 has slowed down, and now it's clear DICE are looking to the future. I'm sure with the news of Battlefront 2 ending its updates, a lot of players are sad and disappointed, but the general attitude I've seen online, looking at Twitter and Discord and Reddit, is one of praise. Praise for the developers and continued support of this game. Just to think that 2.5 years ago, this was the same game that experienced the whole loot box controversy, received some of the worst press, and one of the worst launches in gaming history. To see what it's become today really is something to be proud of and to praise. I'm sure it wasn't easy for the developers to end it here, knowing how passionate they are about this game. But it seems a fitting end. 2015 Star Wars Battlefront also ended with the Rogue One Scarif DLC. And Battlefront 2 has certainly had a huge effect on my life personally. Being a small part in this passionate community is something I'm truly proud of. And being able to make these videos for you guys is something I enjoy each and every day. Battlefront 2 has flown me around the world, connected me with people and friends I wouldn't have met otherwise. It's played a huge part in shaping my current life and has made made me so thankful for the opportunities I've been given. So on a personal note, thanks to Battlefront 2 and everyone involved in its creation, from the devs to other content creators. And I'm going to keep making Battlefront 2 content, of course. This isn't the end for me, just wanted to say thanks. But moving on to the future, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Are you disappointed, sad, and what do you think the future holds for DICE and Battlefront? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to get more news on the future of Battlefront, I'd recommend following me on Twitter, Instagram, and joining my Discord. Thanks for watching this. Here's to the future. My name's Andrew. I'll catch you soon.
Stay bombastic.